The Camp Nou sky felt heavy the day the whispers hardened into headlines. Word that the club and its captain had moved into the same room and were negotiating a new compact that would bind him until 2028, with an option for another year, and set his take-home pay at roughly €9 million net per season, a number that, for many fans, felt equal parts sacrifice and salvation. The reported figure has been floated by local outlets as the foundation of the New Deal, and when a captain chooses compromise, it is never just about ledgers. It is a moment that reframes a dressing room's mood and a manager's options. Behind that line in the paper is a braided story of stalled trust, months of halted talks, a relationship with a long-time agent that had frayed, and the unavoidable calendar ticking toward a contract expiry. Insiders say the player severed ties with his previous agent and appointed fresh representation. That new envoy then steps straight into dialogue with the club's negotiators. A meeting described as decisive by those close to the talks. It was the sort of handshake that can break an impasse, because sometimes a change of interlocutor rewires the whole negotiation table. Why does this matter to anyone beyond the player's pocket? Because Barcelona are currently boxed in by wage formulas and registration rules that dictate who can be added to a squad at a given moment. And the manager has been increasingly vocal about that pressure. Hansi Flick's impatience over unregistered newcomers is no PR line. Civil signings who are meant to be reinforcements have been left in administrative limbo, while the club hunts for fiscal space to list them. When your coach cannot name the players he needs because of balance sheet mathematics, even a high-profile concession by a captain becomes tactical currency. The arithmetic that follows is prosaic but crucial. Shading a player's immediate wage, restructuring payments and deferring parts of the salary load can trim the club's current liabilities enough to open registration slots. In practice, this might allow a goalkeeper, a young prospect or another key signing to be formally added to the roster. Real, usable relief for a manager plotting his 11. Yet every accounting manoeuvre carries future questions. Deferred wages become commitments that must be paid later, and while they can buy breathing room now, they also seed obligations that demand continual fiscal discipline. Analysts warn that the renewal may be a patch, not a cure. Beyond spreadsheets, there is the human terrain. A player who has endured cycles of brilliance and omission, who has seen his place fluctuate, and who now finds himself re-established as a tactical pillar in the coach's plan. That standing matters. When a manager trusts you, your bargaining posture changes. Accepting a lower immediate wage can be framed as an investment in continuity. A way of staying where you're valued and helping the club secure reinforcements that elevate everyone's chances. In a season measured by tight margins, that kind of buy-in can tilt outcomes in subtle ways. Still, the story is not closed. Questions hang over the scheduling of deferred payments, the paperwork of registration, and whether this compromise will be enough to clear every logjam the club faces. If the renewal completes and the registrations follow, Flick will gain the tools to build a deeper, more flexible squad. If it falters, the same financial knots will remain and speculation will only grow louder. For now, Camp Nou holds its breath, hopeful that a captain's concession will translate into tangible reinforcements. Cautious because modern football is full of headlines that promise rescue and deliver next month's problem instead.